Hello, so last week I went to an event through in Glasgow at the Rainbow Rooms hair salon, and I'll write up a full post on my blog to go along with this, which I will link to below if you want to go and have a read of it. There'll be some pictures from the event and stuff over there. But basically the event was just to have a look around the salon and try out some of their products and stuff. And while I was there, one of the stylists did up my hair for me, and she did a sort of a look a little bit like this one. She curled my hair with straighteners and made it into sort of vintagey kind of waves, and then did a little, I'm not sure what the word for this is, like I keep calling it pin curl, but I don't think that's what it's actually called, but just like a little mini like roll thing. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with clean hair. Well, I washed it last night, so it's not sort of freshly cleaned, but it is sort of clean. Now I'm just gonna, that's straighteners heat up. Gonna spray some of the Neil & Wolf Guard heat protection spray. Just gonna spray that all over and then give my hair a quick brush through, just the normal brush. And then I'm just gonna sort of section it down the back, so I've got equal amounts of hair on both sides. And then I'm gonna start off on this side and just section it into 3 layers, so just sort of 3 vaguely equal layers, doesn't need to be particularly accurate, and then just use a clip or something to get that out of the way. And I'm just going to put a curvy in to stop my fringe getting everywhere. And doesn't this look attractive? Now I can start with the first section. Okay, so I'm going to take a small-ish section of hair. Get your straighteners and put them as close to the root as possible. Flip the straighteners over completely and make sure this bit of hair sort of comes with it. And then just pull down slowly, quite gently, until you reach the bottom. And ta-da! You should have a curl. Take the next section and just do exactly the same. For this look, I want it to be kind of wavy, sort of, yeah, in waves rather than sort of curls. So I'm just going to do all of them in the same direction. If I wanted it to look a sort of more of like a messy curls look, I'd sort of switch the direction that I was doing the curls in, but for now this is perfect. Next one done. Here's another one. And I think we're going to split this bit into 2 sections because there's sort of a bit in front of my ear and a bit behind my ear, so start up near the top, start turning it as you move it, flip the hair over, and then slowly move it through there. There we go. final one for this section. Flip it over. And then slowly ta-da! So if you move the hair back forward, you can kind of see it's nice and curled. If there's any bits, like the very first one I did hasn't turned out that curly, so I might go over that one again. I can catch it. This section here, it's nice and curly at the bottom, but the top not so much, so just try that one again. Now, I am by no means an expert at this. I've probably only done it about 3 times, but that probably goes to show you that it's not that difficult. Obviously, I could definitely improve on this, but it is really easy to sort of get the hang of it. Here we go. So that's the first section done. Now I'm just gonna do the next section, so just get this bit of hair out of the way. You can pop in a Kirby to keep it out of the way as well. And then let down the next section. Again, just sort of split this section in half. And pin away the bit that you don't need. And get rid of the fringe. And start all over again basically. So I'll just fast forward through this bit because I'm sure you've kind of got the idea of it by now. Just give it a brush through if it's a little bit tuggy. And off we go. Now, depending how you normally wear your fringe, you might want to do this bit a little bit differently. Mine, it was a straight across fringe and it's been growing out for months and months and it's still at that really annoying sort of in between length. So it doesn't look quite right curled in with the rest of my hair. If your fringe is a bit longer than this, you probably just want to continue curling and sort of curl it away from your face. But because my fringe is a bit too short for that, I'm just going to leave it uncurled, but curl these longer bits here and hopefully that will sort of blend in together a little bit more. So just again going to section off little bits that I need, which have now disappeared into all the rest of my hair. Disaster. There we go. Right, so I'm going to just tuck that bit behind my ear and take the longest bits here and the very sort of outside bit of my fringe. I'm going to leave most of it like that, but this little bit here I'm going to curl. So that kind of lets it sort of blend in a little bit more. And then just take down the rest of my hair here. And there we go. I'm going to lightly brush out the curls because at the moment they are looking a little bit overly curly and ringly, and I want it to be a bit more wavy and a bit softer. So just, you can either use a brush or like a wide tooth comb, whatever you have really, doesn't make much difference. You can even, if you want to keep it quite curly, you can just use your fingers for this. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a brush. Like so. Now there's that annoying bit of fringe that I perhaps should not have curled, but that doesn't matter because we can just go back in with the straighteners at the end and sort out any little bits that we're not happy with. I say we, it's just me doing this. So once you've kind of brushed it out a little bit, give it a little tousle with your fingers and then spray in a little bit more hairspray just to keep everything in place while you go and do this side. So I'm just going to do the exact same on this side, sort of fast forward it through all because it's probably going to be quite boring. This section, here we go. Just going to do this a really quick curl so it kind of just falls away from my face rather than actually being really curled. And then I can take out this curvy grip that is in the back here, and there we go. So I'll leave the straighteners on for the moment because I might want to do little touch-ups, but again I'm just gonna quick spritz of hairspray. This fringe bit is annoying me already, but don't worry because we're not finished yet. I'm going to do a little bit of a vintagey kind of, I'm not sure what they're called, pin curls maybe? So yeah, once again, just going to lightly brush through this even. This look is quite, the curls, they're quite sort of vintagey, sort of just a nice wave to them, which is exactly what I was after. So there we go, both sides brushed through. I brush this one through a little bit more actually, get it a little bit less curly. Ta-da! And again, just gonna hairspray this. Right, take the top section like this and just sort of curl it around my finger. Don't want it to be too tight a roll, so just wrap it around a couple of times. gonna stick in a pin halfway through just to make sure that it doesn't move. And then keep on turning. There we are. And another curvy grip. So that's just like a little roll. The curvies are slightly large. Might be a good idea to use a smaller one, but you get the idea. So this side I'm just gonna leave down like this, and you could pin it back as well if you wanted to, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. So one final little spritz of hairspray, and we're done.